Welcome back to our Global iTech Solution Kits Cypress channel on lecture 6. Before we started this lecture, I highly encourage you to complete previous lecture related with this course. Let's get started and jump on the topics. So today we'll be learning about GitHub Actions, configure CI/CD. So there will be two builds in general in order to configure the automation suite into the CI/CD. What is CI/CD? CI is a continuous integration and CD meaning continuous deployment. So continuous integration, which means during the development, let's say one user story is completed, developed by the developer, and they push their code, right? So that the code, the actual source code comes with the JUnit, which is a unit test. From the coding standpoint, logic standpoint, business logic standpoint, they added the unit test. Also with that, the automation suite comes into it, right? So the one story, when the developer completed their requirement development, then they push their code into the master branch or main branch in a GitHub, right? So based on that push, it's supposed to be trigger a unit test and automation suite test, to making sure to adding the new feature on the application, they are not breaking existing application or existing features on the application. This is all about it, right, for the CI/CD. So now we'll be setting up the CI/CD for our test automation. Let's go ahead and see it. Now we already know that we all automated two test cases, UI test case and API test case. This is our UI test case and this is our API test case. So both tests we have it in a GitHub. Let's go in a GitHub. So this is our GitHub accounts, and inside the GitHub we have a repo called CypressIO video, right? Now in this CypressIO video, we'll be pushing our CI/CD configuration. In order to do that, we have to create a folder called .github and workflows. So inside the GitHub workflows, we'll be create a file called automation CI/CD .yml file. So this is the YML file we'll be adding here. So now I already have the existing code I developed earlier. Then we'll be just copying that code and I'll be explaining it. How does it work, right? So let's go ahead and copy that and paste it here. Automation CI/CD YML. This is our YML file. So name of that. So what is this about, right? What is this CI or continuous integration or continuous deployment about? So this has to be name on it. So we are naming here, we are just executing our test through the CI/CD based on the H push. So that's mean automation Cypress automation Cypress automation CI/CD test result, right? So this is our name, and based on each push, anybody pushing the code or creating a PR pull request, it will trigger that build. So job, so there is a format in a YML file, we have to follow that job, then build. So on that build, it will run as a Ubuntu latest, which is a Linux machine. Then the steps. On that steps, we'll be performing the actions, check out B3, which is just like the as a versioning. Then we'll be installing the Node.js and the version of the Node.js. So this is our Node.js version. Then cache, which is npm, through the npm we're running it. npm ci, then npm run test. So this is basically where we've been doing, right? Npm run test on the command line. There's the same command line we're adding over here, npm run test. This is it. Now if I going back again, it should be good. Now let's go ahead and copy that and paste it again here. So it should not be giving any error. Let's see why it is giving an error. That's fine. Let's see. We should not complaining about the error. But error should not be there. So let's see how it is working on the, or how it is work, right? Take a look into it. Then we'll come back and do the debug. It's good. So name post based on each post, then we'll be triggering the build. Let's add our code. Git add, git commit -m, and cd edit, git push. Now we pushed our code. Now let's go ahead and see it. Is it changing anything or not? So GitHub workflows, inside the workflows we have automation CI/CD.yml file, right? And on that, as you see, the CI/CD added, the comment is here. Now go to the action. There you go. So on that actions, the CI/CD added, it's triggering the build. So Cypress automation CI/CD test results, Cypress automation CI/CD test results. Let's click on it. Click on the build. Let's see it is running or not. So it is running. npm run test, executing the test cases. Then build is successful, right? Now let's go back and let's see the actions again one more time. So both build are successful. Now go to the settings. One thing we need to do manually under the actions general, then we have to give them a read and write permission. This is read and write permission not for this CI/CD, but on the next lecture we'll be deploying our code, deploying our result on the GitHub pages. For that we have to do that. So on that actions, so both build are running and executing it. So build one, set up jobs, it's already set that up, Node.js install, npm ci, and npm run test. So on that npm run test, as you see, all of the test cases are passing, right? All of them are passing. This is pretty much it for today. If you have any questions, concerned, feel free to reach out to me through the GitHub, through the LinkedIn, through the Facebook, YouTube's, everywhere. I have access, WhatsApp, Facebook messengers. Thanks so much for watching this lecture. Stay tuned for upcoming lecture for rest of the course. Thank you.